where you are like a couple, and you also like kind of chain together.
You mean or what's the game?
Yeah.
Where you play these couples, this couple is got turned into toys?
You shrunk, I think.
Was it It Takes Two?
Oh yeah,
It Takes Two. Is it Takes Two?
I think so, yeah.
I've heard stories about that game where friends told me I played this with my girlfriend and we broke up afterwards.
Oh shit.
Play this game with anyone but your partner.
Mm-hmm. I mean, this game is wow.
Actually, I think it's the predecessor where you're playing like two criminals, and there's like a twist. It's like total co-op, but in the end there's a twist. I forgot the name. Isn't it? No, it's not called Brothers. It's the first one.
We are in this together. I think.
Yeah, it's this guy. It's the guy. It's from the guy from the Game Awards who made this meme, and he's developing all these co-op games. And the first one was Brothers, and the second one I forgot the name, but there you play like two criminals. It's also totally co-op. And this is a game that will make you break up, because I played it with my wife, and she hated me afterwards.
And a couple of friends I've played it with.
Yeah, and it Takes Two. It's like it's super amazing. It's actually fully cooperative. So I don't think that it's kind of tearing relationships apart, because you have to.
Well, it's still
I can only say what my friend told me.
There's a lot of potential in there.
Well, It Takes Two made 80 million in revenues. That's amazing.
It's very well made.
Feel like the developers intentionally made that always somebody of the couple has super easy task, and the other one has this super demanding task.
I remember playing this with my buddy, and we were just like stopping the game regularly, and we're just looking at each other and saying, "This game is just amazing." It's
really,
yeah. It's like the best co-op experience I ever had. It's really.
Oh really?
Yeah, I totally second that.
Did you play Portal 2 as co-op?
Yeah.
Okay, even better than that. Wow.
Well, that's a tough one. Yeah, I mean, Portal 2 is more of a puzzle game.
Yeah.
So probably the sense of achievement is bigger, but it's just a great jump and run platformer. I skipped the story totally, but yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah. Okay. It Takes Two. Maybe I can convert my wife to playing with me somehow. Okay. Yeah, we got some viewers. So welcome to Witchcraft Wednesday. We're talking about Dawn Apart game we're making at the moment. And yes, so what you're seeing when you're watching my screen is our sprint planning. No, it's not actually sprint planning. It's just a sprint today. And we're in the midst of it. And we're working on landing pads and getting the new terrain into the game. At the moment, we have like a placeholder procedurally generated terrain, and we have artists making the whole world. And yeah, so this sprint is about getting this into the game. We're a little bit behind schedule, and therefore I would say we jump right in. Yeah. So who wants to start? Francisco, you want to start?
Yeah, I can start. So yesterday I kind of showed a little bit of the landing zone expansion, and but there were some things we wanted to change. I don't know if you're gonna go over there to the where's this?
Yes, please.
Mockups for this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's always hard to find, but over here.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So for everybody else, what you're watching here is Miro. We're organizing everything of our game here in this thing, and including the mock-ups of how everything works. So yeah, let's go.
Yeah, so I think I'll just share my screen how it is in the game right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And yeah, so let's make like a flat area for the landing pads. Do something like this and give it be a bump here to kind of illustrate the validation. Yeah, so if you go over here, now we're placing the landing pad on this surface. And now when we select it, we have, 3 expansion directions. And we have a mix of colors here. So the initial zone is displayed in gray. If there's something invalid here, it will also display in red. This is just a kind of temporary issue that it's fixed on another branch. Because obviously the building itself shouldn't be included in the zone. The building should be over here. Yeah, so this area would be fully gray. And after some landings, it's possible that this ground will be too damaged. And the whole thing, will have like some red tiles over there. And the landing pad will no longer be usable. Yeah, but when we are selecting it and we are, probably maybe want to expand it in these directions. So for example, in this direction, everything is fine. All the tiles are valid. So they are displayed in green. And indeed you can expand in that direction. And this obviously stays as after you go out of it. This direction, everything is wrong. Like there's no surface here to support an expansion. And on this direction, we have 3 tiles over here, which are valid, so they're displayed in yellow. But these over here are obviously blocked by this piece of dirt here. So this whole thing is not able to expand in this direction. Yeah, so in terms of functionality, I think we have everything we wanted. The buttons are still something we're going to change. So
yeah,
they should say basically that you cannot expand in these directions.
Yeah.
And the previous one over here would be the only one with like a plus sign.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's mostly the only thing left. Also adjusting this grid. This grid should not expand infinitely. It should probably only show up to the expansion area.
Mhm.
So like the previous existing one and also the potential expansion.
And the color around the small hill there is like deliberately orange or lighter red.
This is because it's semi-transparent, so it catches a bit of the color behind it.
Okay.
We can make it solid if we want, but the idea is also to at least let the player kind of see something behind it. So if there's like a unit somewhere,
Yeah.
that can be adjusted.
Okay.
Yeah, that's about it. So really, I think finishing up the buttons and fixing the grid, and that should be everything for this. And I'll be able to merge with Tony's stuff for the planning path.
Yeah. Question regarding the buttons. Do you want also for this no clear area a background or something, or do you use just like something similar to this mouse hint? What we have
for the what? For the expansion or?
Yeah. When it's not providing you a plus button. You want to have it as a background from me, where you put the text in, or do you want to do it yourself?
Yeah, I think I can put the text in. Yeah, for sure, because we need to translate it. Yeah, I wasn't thinking.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Great. Then
the button itself, and I will add the text localized.
Okay.
Or a plus button. Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Then for me, so what I'm working on is this bug reporting. So when you actually have to change my screen here. Screens, whole screen. There we go. Yeah. So the idea is that when a player is playing the demo, where is it? Can't find it. Help me finding it. So the idea is when a player is playing the demo, they have like this little bug report button, where they can send us a bug report. Yeah, it's over here. Okay, found it. Yeah, so if there's a screen, they can hit this button here, report a bug, and then this screen pops up, which is part of the next sprint. Hopefully, if we get there, so they can put in the name, what is the bug all about, how can they reproduce this bug, and it makes an automatic screenshot so that we get some idea of what we're dealing with, and also it sends a payload of the of somebody reporting a bug, what kind of machine they have. I mean, they can opt out to that if they want to be anonymous, and then that's not going to happen. And then you hit send report, it actually goes to this REST API, which we have now, which looks like this. So it's really technical now. So basically, it sends this bug report via a post message to this REST API, just sending it over here. So then it tells you, okay, well, this was working, and then we have like this database here, oops, which I can show you. So oh, sorry, this is the wrong. Makes no sense to do this on a. Okay, just navigating there. Light database, BugsDB. Bugs, and there we have it. So this is basically this bug report, which we just sent via REST API. It ends up in this database, and we have the screenshot also here, which is this one here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so we can use this then to post with our Discord bot in our forum, which is here in the Bugs forum. You also can see it sometimes already live. Actually, can just start it up here. Yep, there we go. Whoops. And yeah, you just saw that here Kobayashi Schwartz went live as a moderator. And this thing, as a next step, is then going to post these bug reports into the forum. And there are also some technicalities which I'm not going to talk about on the stream, where it prevents people from just flooding this bug forum and this database, obviously. Yeah, so whenever you hit the send report button, it ends up here in Discord, and we can see it and click on Discord here in this Bugs forum, and it should show up here, yeah, as one of these bug reports, hopefully with a screenshot right away. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So questions to this?
Yeah, we actually have one in the chat asking if we have an option to include system info in the bug reports.
Yes, we do. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's you can opt out of it. If you say I want to stay anonymous, then we do not take your Steam ID, and we do not take your machine details, and do not post them in the forum if you don't want to have that. Yeah. So all your Bitcoin wallet are going to be safe here. Okay. Good. Any more questions? Yeah. Safe game information. That's a good question. I think it makes absolutely sense that this thing is going to make a save file. That's actually fine. That's a great idea. Yeah. Okay. Actually, let me just add this later and then have that as another file which gets sent. We can have like unlimited files. It just takes more time to send it.
Yeah, they get pretty big, the save files.
How big do they get?
Okay, let me see. I mean, I remember Till sending some that are like in the hundreds of megabytes.
Really? Well,
I don't know if it's
not
because they
working.
have issues with them,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
some sort of leak going on. Let me see if I can.
Sounds like a leak. Yeah. I mean, you just need a seed, and then like what has changed in the terrain plus all the buildings, etc., and so on. He's hopefully not storing every
Do you
voxel
remember
of the terrain data.
the location for the
save files?
save files? It's like app data or
Yeah, app data, local low, and then something down apart, whatever.
local. Oh. Yeah, okay.
Okay, crashes.
Yeah, most of them seem pretty low. The highest I have right now is like 21 megabytes. So.
Yeah, I have one here with 11 megabytes.
Most of them are below 1 megabyte for me.
Yeah, that should be fine. Yeah, we should be fine, I guess. Yeah. Okay, good. Then, Leon?
Sure. Gonna share my screen.
Mm-hmm.
So you all should be able to see Magica Box right now?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I've been taking care of the terrain. I admittedly focused on that one a lot more than the rest, because I felt like with the shoreline, this is slightly more important that this looks good. Not because this is more interesting than the rest, but because we have all of these borders that need to align pretty well with the adjacent tiles at some point.
Yeah.
So yeah, focus on that. Now I'm just marking the big things like the dunes, the mountain range here. There's this stuff from Adopted by Pixel, abducted, not adopted, which I'm going to place in the desert. And yeah, with that done, I'm still considering if I place something of interest here, like some sort of oasis or anything that sort of stands out if you were to zoom out. I feel like something's missing here. So yeah, I will also browse probably some concept art or National Geographic stuff to look for inspirations. But yeah,
what about
the plan is
yeah. Looking at the mirror board, we have like some more of these artifacts in point of interest. So what would be cool could be like hot geyser. I don't know how to spell that in English. And giant bones is another one.
Oh yeah,
that could go there.
Okay. Yeah, wasn't planning on that here, but sure, I guess. Yeah, I was sort of expecting something along the lines of nature, like some super big tree or an oasis, but that works as well. So,
yeah. Okay.
Or maybe one of these bacterial lakes that have all of these super pretty colors for some reason. I think Australia has a couple of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's about
they're
that.
Like hot. They're like hot. It's like hot ponds or something, right?
Yeah, I think so. I'm too uneducated about this to make anything more than a guess, but it just looks cool, and it's all I need to know. And yeah, we'll just block this out of these objects, turn them into spheres, and then probably paint them and decorate them using assets. So that's the better plan for now.
With the water, I mean, you have to be a bit cautious, right? Because I mean, water comes from the game, not from your voxel file, of course.
That I'm aware of. I just wanted to see where the coastline would be.
Yeah, I mean, with your poisonous lake kind of thing, you know.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Yeah. Well, shout out to Abducted by Pixels for providing this template for the desert. Do we have a screenshot of these, which you can show?
There should be a screenshot of this desert that you... Oh, you mean a new one?
hold on. We have them in devs only. Let's do them. Put them into.
Would you hide some
Notable.
fossil bones, fancy rocks inside the terrain? Leon, Adrian. Sorta. Right now, I want to focus on the higher priority stuff so that it actually looks good. We already played around with the idea to, hide stuff in the ground once the world is done, just to have some fun with it, placing Easter eggs and alike. It's not really on the high priority list, but we consider it.
Yeah. So this is when you're watching my screen, this is like what Abducted by Pixel did so far. So you have like this these death whales, they're called, like these trees which are really dead. Yeah, yeah. You know which movie was that where they were like with Jennifer Lopez, where she's like going into the mind of a killer, of a serial killer. There's like a scene where she's walking among them. There's also a screenshot of this one in Namibia. I like these so much, and yeah, and then the sand dunes, which is like a vital part for our desert. Yeah, and also saying that, so every biome has like different attributes. For example, like of course they're really hot, but means for machinery and for your pioneers that they get exhausted very fast, that machines break down easily because of the sand, etc., and so on. While you are in the highlands, you have other problems like with constant rain, etc., and so on. So it's going to be interesting how these biomes challenge the player in different ways. Yeah, and to orientate yourself, so what Leon is doing at the moment, he's working on these tiles here, which is like the first beach side here with parts of the desert, another tile with the desert, and then 4 more savanna tiles, which he's working on. Yeah. But back to you, Leon.
Yeah, I'm actually done with everything I wanted to show.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'll be ready to pass on.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah, then me left. Yeah, I finished the computer for the Kickstarter community because yeah, we want a nice stretch goal graphic for all the nice stretch goals on Kickstarter. And it begins on the top with the modding support, which is here. Maybe you show this on the this.
Where is it?
Over here.
Okay.
On the top.
Oh yeah. Where are you? There you are.
And this is all done in Magical Voxel.
Wow.
I had some difficulties putting this into Blender because some of the missions do not transfer, but that's something I will take a look at today with Leon. And then I just did the next step, which is now this landing pad for the new enemy faction that we are planning on implementing. Yeah, and this is basically like the attack of the enemy space pirates on the landing pad. And yeah, I think it looks pretty good. Maybe I would do it a little bit lighter for the whole Dawn Apart theme. But overall, that's yeah, I'm really happy with it.
So cool. I mean, we could think of getting this thing somehow in the game too. It looks amazing.
Yeah, of course.
And also these struts look cool.
Yeah, it actually takes some inspiration from my earlier picture. As you can see here, these also have some sort of cables running below.
Oh, I know.
So
that's cool.
It's just coherency.
Yeah, yeah. Huh. Well. Let's see. Maybe put them in the game too. Cool.
I'm still figuring out how I will put this all together because, as you can see, the mannequins, they're, especially in the game, not the same size as the pixels. They're what are they? 2 times smaller or bigger? In pixel
2 times,
yeah,
smaller,
density.
more detailed breath of skin. Mhm.
So I think it's gonna be Blender, although the rendering in Magica Voxel is so much nicer.
Yeah, I mean, you still can do the rendering in Magica Voxel and then just put them in Photoshop in the right place.
Yeah, but then we have the problem with like this spaceship supposed to be angled.
Yeah. Okay.
It can only be
Yeah.
in 90 degrees in Magica Voxel. Yeah, we figure something out. It will look amazing.
Okay. Good.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Till.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to this playtest, and I did some more research. So first of all, are we on track to have like an internal playtesting build ready next week? I think so. Yeah, but once
You're talking about the schedule?
But once we have finished this playtest, I actually would suggest to look into the Steam playtesting features, because I'm learning about it now. I haven't fully grasped the possibilities, but apparently it's a whole different hub on Steam. So our followers would get a pop-up message, and then they can sign up, and then there's a different hub which is different from the page, where you can post stuff, and most interestingly, where users can post reviews for the playtest, which is amazing. And yeah, I need to do some more research. I have never participated actually in a Steam playtest, so I'm looking for games that have currently a Steam test to kind of get a feel for it. And if members in the community have a tip or have experience with Steam playtests, I'm happy to hear about them. But this in turn, kind of, if the playtest is great, so first of all, you get all the data, you get some reviews, then you get also like some like traction, and I'm still don't know how this works, but this will also like somehow transform into like wish lists and stuff, and you get all this data, like how CCU, how many players are playing this game and so on. So I think like this internal Discord playtest is a great way to kind of shape then a second playtest. But I'll share more on that later. Like not I posted in Discord I think like month ago. There's like a general page on Steam which explains the playtest functionality. But I think this is a great way to kind of get more data and people are more excited about the game.
Okay.
Rather than a demo, actually. So probably the next step should not be like a completely demo, because it functions differently, and it's a different kind of beast, I'd say.
Sure, we can talk about it. I mean, we need a demo for the Kickstarter campaign. We can't go to Kickstarter with saying, well, there's a public play test going on.
Yeah, but the Kickstarter is like in fall, so maybe you can do a playtest before then.
Of course, yeah. So do we have this Kickstarter campaign? I mean, you put in the credit card. Is this thing running now? Is it with the Kickstarter team now? What's the status?
It has been approved. So like I said, I don't want to share it yet. I want to see how much like organic traffic we get. I suspect very little, but next week at the latest, I'm gonna publicly share the pre-launch page and activate the community.
And then we have to talk about how we get people onto this on this pre-launch page.
Yeah.
Good. Anything else from you?
Nope.
Good. Okay. Do we have questions from our viewers? Hamilcar group. Everybody else are bored to death with the REST API. So they quit already. Good. Well, if we don't have anything else, then I would say we wrap it up and get back to work.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Good. Thanks for joining us today.
See you guys.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks.
See you next Wednesday for sprint planning. Till then.
Bye.
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 Bye.